Note Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Day one of our Tuscaloosa Regional featuring Southeast Louisiana out of the Southland Conference and the Clemson Tigers from the ACC. And Southeastern Louisiana in the big dance for the first time in. Bounces it to short. Maddie Moore on the first one down. And be maybe the most aggressive team you've seen all year. 2-2 is through the hole in right field. Chloe McGee is aboard for Southeastern in the first. High hopper to third, backhanded by Lalungale, and that is not in time. Back-to-back singles for Southeastern.
And bunt hits too. Combined infield hits and bunt hits, 118 of their hits never even leave the infield as Cagle is able to get the strikeout there this past week coming to the regional.
2 on, 2 out. And a 1-2 strikeout of Lexi Johnson. Cagle back-to-back Ks.
Who's been the only coach in Clemson history has been riding out before every game.
Leadoff walk to Mackenzie Clark.
Any type change up there.
Brown to third, and the throw to second is in time. Back across the diamond, won't get Brown, but Detillier to Watson, and they take care of Clark, the lead runner. Floater into center field, down for a base hit. Brown slid into second base, maybe unaware that that left the infield. But nonetheless, both runners are safe. Slaps it to third. Detillier right to the bag. So again, Southeastern gets the lead runner. 2 down.
Something to watch.
That one gets away from Krolchek, and both runners advance. Moore up to third base, Cagle over to second.
Ball.
Line drive center field. Back on it is Goodman and makes the catch in front of the track. So the nation in total steals or stolen bases. 7 of the 9 years he has been the head coach at Southeastern. And the 3-2 misses to Maddie Watson. That has struggled in the infield this year. Third most errors in the ACC. Bouncing ball to short, Moore charging. And will be taken out on the slide by Broussard. Lead runner is down, 1 away. Greeley at first takes off, and it's the first time all year she's been taken out on a stolen base attempt. Abby Vieira behind the plate for Clemson, shutting down the run game early of Southeastern.
Absolutely a great throw. And I was looking at the positioning of Alex Brown.
Team in the country. Line drive into left field, and an easy play for Ariel Oda. The run game shut down in the second inning by Abby Vieira. Sort of changes throughout the course of the year for this Clemson team. And a walk on 4 pitches for Julia Noller. So the lead up, Aaliyah Lungaleo, one of those 10 seniors. Lines it into left field for a base hit.
Look at how Lungaleo gets.
Vieira drops down a bunt, charging in from third. Detillier, and the only play is at first. Vieira does her job, and both runners advance. 2 in scoring position with 1 down. And Oda is punched out on the outside corner. Ellie Dubois' first strikeout of the batting a career high 363 at the plate entering the tournament. Takes the 1-1 into shallow center. Gliding over is Goodman, and again Dubois gets out of the jam. The next up we are. Do you like their odds?
Yeah, I mean, that team is just unbelievable. Like,
so is Cam Goodman.
No kidding.
They beat out infield singles. Like 1-2 count to Kalen Watson. High hopper to the shortstop. Charging in is Moore, and the throw will get there in time. On the run, Maddie Moore making the play. And Goodman advances to second base. With Maddie Moore at short. Here is the payoff. McGee to third. Lungaleo charging in and no throw. Runners are safe at the corners for Southeastern.
Another infield hit, and McGee is going to make her way to second base as Clemson defense.
Applying pressure on the base paths. 1-0 is shot into right field, and Southeastern strikes first. Here comes the throw, and it's 2-0 Lady Lions. Bailey Krolchek going after it. Throw down to second. Gets into center field. Detillier is safe.
And this is when you start to feel Southeastern really.
Cagle to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts with 2 on. And now this is lined into center field. Here comes Detillier. She's headed for home. And the cutoff is not in time. 3-zip Lady Lions.
Bat with the runner in scoring position, and she gets another opportunity. So she swings early in the count and goes up to get that pitch. It still looked like that was supposed to be more down in the zone. It is instead, it's more up. She gets her barrel on plane with that pitch and is able to score another run. Now Southeastern Louisiana has scored 3 in this inning.
And it is their third. What a start for Southeastern. First appearance in the NCAA tournament. And Johnson goes down on strikes. Watson into left field, and a 2-out base hit continues the inning for Southeastern.
Is not scared to steal every base, even home.
Greeley right into the mid of Cagle on one hop to end the inning. But a big one it was for Southeastern.
Talking about that, Maddie Moore had a hit off of the changeup back in the first inning, and it seems like after the first inning, she settled in with that pitch.
To third, and Brown is out. 1 down in Alabama. And make it to a super. To third again, and Detillier has 2 down.
Well, and Coach Freeman put together a schedule that played quite a few power innings, and Coach Freeman felt like we let that team get off the hook, in his words.
Cagle, a high fly to center field, and Goodman is there. The first 1-2-3 inning for Ellie Dubois, who is set down.
Cagle not getting as many swings and misses this year. The batting average of balls put in play against her had been up.
Moore in from short, sidearm sling to first, 1 down.
This is kind of a perfect storm.
And I-12, all the blue-collar kids and all the best talent trying to change the culture, and they have. As Cam Goodman dribbles it to Cagle, 2 away.
And with that Bayou blood, he talked about a festival.
Maybe the strongest player on the team in the weight room. High fly ball to left field. It is Ariel Oda straddling the line, and a 1-2-3 inning for Millie Thompson. And now it's Clemson's turn to try and strike back.
You got to protect both.
1-2 in the right. Cullivan, 1 down. The other thing, Amanda, is we asked Ellie Dubois. Lines it into center field, and back on it to make the catch is Cam Goodman. 2 down.
A really good swing, though, on a changeup, and you heard the communication again from Clemson and in the dugout. I mean, it was just a game of cat and mouse out there. It's so interesting.
To third, backhanded by Detillier. Are you kidding me? Maria Detillier picking it out of the dirt and firing it across the diamond. Another 1-2-3 inning. Chloe McGee to second base. Back to first is Cagle, 1 down.
And Kelly Thompson has done a great job.
Sheer misses low. And for the first time since the third inning, Southeastern has a runner aboard.
I mean, Detillier is just having an incredible game. 2 hits, a walk, so she's reached.
One knew everyone. On a ground ball that gets to short, and a long throw across the diamond is in time by Maddie Moore. Now Detillier was, and I think we're going to have a challenge here from head coach Rick Freeman.
Yeah, I think so too. We'll hear from Aaron Peterson in just 1 second.
SLU's challenging the ruling on the field of out at first.
And I think she beat her. This is going to be an overturned challenge.
The ruling on the field has changed. The runner is safe.
So 4 infield singles.
Clutch moments.
Line drive into center field, delivering a base hit. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Detillier scores from second base, and it's 4-0 Lady Lions.
Lexi Johnson sat back on that changeup, just is not fooled at all. She hits this so hard, a line drive right back up the middle of the field to Mackenzie Clark, who has an incredible arm. And look how Mackenzie Clark even had the ball a couple of steps before.
The 2-2 to Watson. Bouncing ball to Thompson. The only play is at first. 2 away as both runners advance. 0-2 is a bouncing ball off the glove of Cagle. 1 run is in. Here comes another. 6-0 Southeastern.
And that it bounces off of the glove of Valerie Cagle. This is not an easy play by any means, but it's a play that you have to make to get out of this inning. And Southeastern just continues to hit the ball hard on the ground, and at times hit it soft and use their speed. I mean, the pressure that it puts on a defense.
We wanted the Tuscaloosa Regional. Off the heel of Thompson, fielded by Moore at short. What a play by the shortstop. Vieira lines it into the mid of Maria Detillier. Have a day at third base.
She is having one of the games
to play college softball. Growing up in Gramercy, Louisiana. As that pitch catches a piece of Ariel Oda. And for the first time since the second inning,
score 3 additional runs. It already felt like a tall task when they were up 3-0. It's just the 2 hits that Clemson has on the board right now, but 6-0.
Clark punches it into center field, and the first base hit for Clemson since the second inning.
And it can't be done.
And a walk to load the bases.
Her.
Moore to short, fielded by McGee. The flip to second is in time. The turn is not, and Clemson is on the board. As Ariel Oda comes in to score from third, and the deficit is 5. Well, Collegiate Player of the Year. 66 career bombs. Bouncing ball to short. The play across the diamond is made by Chloe McGee. 1 run is in for Clemson, but it's 6-1 Southeastern. Goodman right back to McCubbin. Bobbles it, and not in time. The speed of Cam Goodman has her on base for the
list from Florida last year's SEC Player of the Year.
Looks at strike 3.
Got
State. On a bunt, bobbled by McCubbin. Both runners are safe as McGee is aboard for the 3rd time this afternoon. This is a Clemson defense that has been tested time and again. They will be again as Detillier is out. On McCubbin's throw to Cagle at first.
Put out for the first time in this game. Back-to-back super regional appearances to make it to this year.
Krolchek goes down on strikes. A nasty pitch by Brooke McCubbin. Can the Tigers get it going?
What leads to losses, and it's what leads to wins and moving on to the next round.
Garcia up the middle and into center field. And for the first time today, the grad transfer from Auburn, the lefty, Julian Noller. Up the middle, back-to-back base hits for Clemson in the 6th.
When they've been hitting with leverage with runners in scoring position.
Langaleo, right side foul territory, and caught by Lexi Johnson. Runner tags up and is safe at third base. Heads up base running by Lindsey Garcia. Runs and scored a pair of runs for Southeastern. 3-2 is lined over her head and into left field. And the Tigers get another run back here in the 6th.
That's exactly what Clemson needed and exactly what they just need to continue to put together over and over again. Abby Vieira, great at bat here. That pitch was about a ball off the plate, but she keeps her front shoulder on it, stays on that pitch.
The 2-1 over the head of Blanchard, and the play at first is in time. Maddie Watson from second base. 2 down in the 6th.
It's a huge out.
Line drive caught on a dive by the shortstop, Chloe McGee. And the defense again for Southeastern stands tall. Have won their first round game in the regional as this is sprayed into right field by Lexi Johnson. And what a postseason she is having for the Lady Lions.
Have multiple hits in this game.
She is going on the bunt. Cagle field spins and fires. With Alex Brown covering first base, 1 away. Move from outfield to DP. Little dribbler to short. Charging in and not making the play in time is Maddie Moore. And for now, Audrey Greeley has beaten out another Southeastern infield single. Infield singles today for Southeastern. Greeley takes off. And on the cutoff from McCubbin, will not have any issue getting to second base.
And a lot of credit, by the way,
for 12 against Clemson this afternoon. And a fly ball to center field. Back on it is Clark. Johnson will tag from third, and there's another run for the Lady Lions. Well, now hang on a second. Maybe the runner left early. The Clemson defense is celebrating that they have just gotten off the field. Rick Freeman wants an explanation from Aaron Peterson.
sacrifice fly was so deep too. There's just no reason to leave early, but you see the third base umpire right
in saves. Fly ball center field. Charging in is Cam Goodman. One down in the seventh. On the cusp of the program's Moore in the center field and a one-out base hit for the Clemson shortstop. Biceps tendon injury all throughout 2022. And she is rung up looking on the outside corner. Sarah Blanchard, two down in the seventh. Innings a year ago. Fly ball left field. Back on it is Watson. And for the first time in program history, Southeastern Louisiana has won an NCAA tournament game.
Look phased at all. Matt, the first season for this program was all the way back in 1985. had to wait almost 40 years to play in their first NCAA tournament game, and in their first game, got their first win. Incredible start by Ellie Dubois, and then being able to score big in 2 different innings, a 3-run third and a 3-run fifth. Put the pressure on Clemson over and over again with their speed and just great defense back behind their pitching for this win.